Hey, welcome to the video, and sorry to interrupt. This is part 2 of this tips and tricks expedition. Make sure you look at the description and the comments and at the end of the card for a link to part 1. You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for checking this video out. If you like it, please give us a like, subscribe so that you don't miss any upcoming video. And if you happen to come into Tomball Ford or make a phone call regarding a purchase, please ask for me, as it will be my pleasure to help you out. Now, on to the content of this video. Okay, so tip number 7 involves programming a third key. So when you buy a brand new vehicle, you get 2 keys from the dealership, from the manufacturer, or maybe you bought it used and you got 2 original keys. And let's say that you want to have a third one for a just in case you lose one key kind of a deal. And instead of taking it to a dealership or to your local shop to have this programmed, you can do it on your own, pending you've got 2 of these keys. So I'm going to show you the process real quick for step number 7, or tip and trick number 7. So to program your third key, again, you will be needing to use this slot, whether it be here in the media bin or in the center console. So basically what you need to do is you have your 2 program keys, right, that work with the vehicle. You insert program key number 1, hit the button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut it off, remove that first key that's programmed, insert the second key that's programmed, press it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kill it, remove this, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, insert the unprogrammed key into that, and then hit that button again. You're gonna wait a few seconds, and if that key was programmed correctly, you will have a notification right in the screen. It's not gonna show it to me here because I don't have a third key, but that is a process to program a third key at no cost to you. Number 8 involves programming your seating configuration, but taking it a step further and programming your remote control, so that when you hit the unlock button on a specific remote control, then all of the seats and pedals and the steering wheel adjustment mirrors will all go to your settings without having to do anything. So it'll be ready for you when you hit the unlock button. So let me show you how to do that real quick. So this is a weird seating position, but I want to direct your attention to the button that you see right here. So typically you press the button, you hear that little chime, and that seating configuration has been memorized. But what you might not know is that you can program a remote control so that when you hit the unlock button, now all of the seating configuration will be memorized with that remote control. So let me see if I can show you how to do it, if I can do this with both hands here. So I'm gonna hold down, let's say I'm gonna hold down number 3. Once you hear a second chime, hit the lock button on the remote control, and that will memorize the seating configuration with the remote control. So number 8 involves the rotary shifter that you see right here, instead of having the traditional shifter here or shifter on the column. So there's actually a reason why, a very important reason why Ford decided to go with a rotary shifter. One of them is to create more space. So instead of having the big long shifter that would take up all of this room, now this one is clean, easy, out of the way, and allows us to go ahead and add more functionality to this right here that you see. But another important feature about this rotary shifter is that it is electronic. So when you turn it into drive, you can see that right there. Neutral, you can see it right there. Reverse, so on and so forth. But what I want to share with you is that as soon as you open your door, I don't know if my camera is going to catch that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so you can see that the D is highlighted for drive, but as soon as I open the door, look at what happened. It automatically shifted itself to park. I'm letting go of the brake now. So that is a safety feature that we have on this rotary shifter, because there's actually been an accident where a person actually forgot to put it back in park, exited the vehicle, and the vehicle started to roll. And an unfortunate thing happened. There was a fatality. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other cases of people having issues not remembering to park, especially when you have a push button start system like you have on this vehicle. So it's super important to know that this rotary shifter has a safety feature in mind other than opening the space. So this is another little tip and trick you might not know about a Ford vehicle. Number 10 involves something that I actually don't like in my truck, but it is inevitable, and it's actually there to remind me of something. So let's assume that you guys are, you're driving and you come to a stop, right? You put the vehicle in park, and then you open your doors to exit the vehicle, right? Camera focus, and you shut the door, and that happens. Well, you get a honk because the vehicle is on and you've exited the vehicle with your keys in your pocket, right? So what I like to do, so instead of closing the door all the way, I just maybe close it a little bit so that I don't hear that honk, and then I'm doing my business, then I come right back inside. That way I don't have to turn off the vehicle, get the AC, leave the AC on. So yes, it is a safety feature. Yeah, so that is just a little feature to remind you that you left the vehicle. So don't walk away, don't leave your vehicle, it is running. So it's just a little, hey guy, hey girl, don't forget your vehicle is on and the key is walking away. It was that on purpose. So this is tip and trick number 10. So number 11 little tip and trick on these expeditions has to do with your lift gate. So how many of these expeditions actually are parked in the garage? I would say pretty much most of them. And what happens when you are in the garage and you open up the lift gate? The lift gate could actually hit the beam inside of your garage. So I don't know if you know this, but you can actually program the lift gate to a certain height so that you don't hit that beam in the garage door. So right now, as you can see, I mean, it's a pretty tall open area, and in most garages that is definitely going to be hitting the beam on the inside. So this is what you need to do to program the lift gate. So as soon as you're opening up the gate, there's this button right here. You press it and it'll stop it. So that button right there will stop it at your desired height. And don't worry if you go all the way, if it opens up all the way, you can grab the handle, lower it down. You are not damaging anything. Now, once you've located your button right there, you're gonna hold it down. For about 10 seconds, and that will program the lift gate. So from now on, if you notice, the height of this is considerably less than the other one. So let me close it. Let's open it back up, and it should go to that height. Bam, right there. Now to prove it, you're able to go up a little bit higher if you wanted to at any time. So that is another little tip and trick about your lift gate. Okay, so we've made it now through 11 little tips and tricks, and camera, whoa. And I am wanting to show you a little bonus camera regarding the Parkway Assist. And yes, this feature might not be available on a lot of the Ford vehicles, but it is available on this one. And I thought it would be a really cool idea just to show you how good the Parkway Assist works. So I do have a parking spot down over there that I'm gonna attempt to park. As you can see right there, I'm gonna attempt to park in that parking spot right there in between those Ford Escapes, and let's see how good this system works. So basically, first of all, what I need to do is I need to use the Parkway system, which again, this button right here, come on camera, right there, is to engage it. And then if I can direct your attention to the screen, you're gonna basically designate the system. And you know what, let me just set this down, hang on one second. So you're basically going to be selecting to parallel park in, perpendicular park in, and then parallel park out. So in this case, because we want to park in that parking spot over there, we are going to attempt to perpendicular park in. So now it's basically saying, okay, I'm ready to move forward, and it's searching by default on that side. But if you wanted to change sides, you basically just do your turn signal on whatever side you want to, and it will automatically do the change. So let's see if this system recognizes the parking available right there, and let's see how well this works. Okay, look at that right there. You heard a little tone, and then you also can see that the, come on camera, that it found, and it says please drive forward, which I am. Okay, it said go ahead and stop, space found, release the steering wheel and shift to reverse. So I am shifting to reverse, camera is on, and look, I've got both hands. Now this is the really cool thing about this system right here, and you're noticing right there, the system is doing everything on its own. Obviously I am aware of my surroundings. I am controlling the brake and the gas, but this thing did it absolutely perfect. Look at that. Wow. Little checkered flag right there says that the system is done, and I am parked. Put it in park, and I've got plenty of room over here. Plenty of room there, and plenty of room right there. That was a really fun experiment to do. I remember doing this on the I remember doing this on a Ford Edge, where it worked flawlessly like it did on this system right here. Well, hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed a few of the tips and tricks that Ford Expedition offers. And again, a lot of these little features you can actually use in a lot of the Ford products. So I will link on the top of the screen a playlist of some other tips and tricks that I've done a video on some other Fords. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, And remember, I am your sales consultant here at Tomball Ford in Tomball, Texas. And if you are ever in a need for a Ford vehicle, look me up. It would be my pleasure to help you out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.